say what you want about Toyota's decision not to bring in any 4x4 units of the all-new RAV4, but it's not like many of you are going to buy it anyway. Over the past few years, only 1% of RAV4 sales were made up of 4x4, so it's hard to argue with their decision. So today we're going to focus on what we do have here in the Philippines, and right now we're with a top-spec Toyota RAV4. It carries a 2.188 million price tag, and you can get it for as low as around 1.6 million for the base variant. It's not exactly cheap, but from what we've seen so far with our short stint with it today, it actually has plenty to offer. Let's start with the car's exterior. In that department, I have to say that Toyota has really outdone itself with the RAV4. The angry headlights and the bold features, the rugged features, really draw attention. I do have to say that there are plenty of black plastics outside, including the grille, which is covered by gray plastics. But you never really do get the sense that you've been shortchanged here. They feel and look really nice, and these just add to the car's macho demeanor. I particularly like the 18-inch alloys too. They really give the sense that the RAV4 rides higher than the car's 176mm ground clearance suggests. So that's something to take note of as well. As for the interior, there's a dark, minimalist vibe to it. The overall look is stealthy, and the materials used are relatively nice, save for the dark, glossy plastic surrounding the infotainment system. I find that a little out of place. I love the layout of the car and how the controls emphasize tactile feel, especially the controls of the air conditioning system. There is plenty of space, and based on my experience here, first impressions only, I think this might be one of the roomiest crossovers that I have ever driven. I have to say that the headroom I do find a little lacking, but you're not gonna knock your head on the ceiling or anything, so it's not really an issue. The all-new RAV4, at least the top-spec unit we have here with us today, comes packing plenty of features. There's a sunroof up here, and there's even a wireless charging pad in the center console. I also love how Toyota's taken note of the little things with the RAV4. For example, all the windows throughout the cabin can be fully opened or closed with the push or pull of one of the switches here to my left side. And that's something that a lot of cars, even top-spec units, don't really put much thought into. So I really love it when car makers take note of simple things like that. As for the touchscreen infotainment system, it's a little on the small size, and that's something to take note of. But the interface is perfectly fine, and connecting to it is pretty easy. And the speakers sound great. Performance-wise, the all-new RAV4 gets up to speed really quick. It's packing a 2.5-liter gasoline engine capable of 203 horsepower and 243 Nm of torque, and it's never felt lacking so far. Granted, we've only taken it on a few short stints around SLEX, but on the highway, it really doesn't feel lacking at all. Handling-wise, this crossover is definitely on the light side, and at times I might say that it's even a little too light. But on the bright side, this car is very easy to drive around city streets, and its turning radius actually feels smaller than it actually is. This isn't a short car by any means. Another big plus is that the car comes with telescopic steering adjustment and electronic seating adjustment, so finding the perfect driving position is pretty easy. Now again, this is just a first impressions drive. We'll get our real review up on our website as soon as we get our hands on a test unit for longer, so that's something to watch out for. Overall, again, based on first impressions, I think I can say that the all-new RAV4 isn't just one of the toughest looking crossovers in the market. It's also nicely spec'd, packs a capable engine, and is very easy to drive. Now, there is still the question of whether Filipinos will buy into the idea of a top-spec crossover with an almost 2.2 million peso price tag that isn't an all-wheel drive car, that isn't a 4x4. Plus, the market is getting more competitive than ever. This has to take on the likes of the Mazda CX-5, the all-new Subaru Forester, and of course, the Honda CR-V. But based on what we've seen with our short stint here today, we think the RAV4 has what it takes to be relevant. This has been Dre Laurel for Top Gear Philippines signing out.